season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. The Cowboys ready to get this thing started and open the season. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Raging Cajuns offense takes the field to start this game off. You know, that connection between quarterback and wide receiver, Jesse, takes some time, and we'll see how quickly these two guys get on the same page.
Yeah, the chemistry between he and the quarterback, I think, is what everybody's going to be looking for early in this game, because David, obviously, having transferred in, he hasn't had a lot of time in this offense. This is his first game. It's the first time doing it with bullets flying live. So he's got a lot of talent. He's got speed, but what does that chemistry look like with the guy throwing him the football? That's what I want to see.
Well, and the good thing is you've got tape and you've seen he's done it at the college level. Like, you already know what he is. Now it's about taking that, using his strengths. How do you use him in this offense early on in the season to really take advantage of his talents?
All right, guys, let's talk Raging Cajuns. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Trying play action. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Throwing on the run. He's got it inside the 25. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. And the Raging Cajuns are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The play action fake. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. And they'll send out the field goal unit. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Just drives it between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. So Oklahoma State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. This guy has all of the battle scars. He's got all of the trust of this team, David, as he has been their leader, their warhorse throughout his career.
Yeah, and we've seen him. He's been very productive. He's proven his worth in college football, but now he's taking his talents to a new team. And now he's got to show them what he's about. great opportunity to start it off. Can he be the guy? Can he be the catalyst that takes this team to the next level?
He really is a guy you root for, too, I think, because he's waited his turn. He's found the right opportunity in the right situation. This is a guy everybody in the locker room absolutely loves. He has the ability to galvanize them and an opportunity to galvanize this fan base early in the season with a big game here right out of the gate.
Right on the money. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Now the play fake. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
How about this goal line defense? On first down, they expect the run. They stuff it for a loss. And on second down, expecting pass, they can now get after the quarterback and bring him down for a sack. They are pushing this offense back in the wrong direction. This has been textbook goal line defense here as of late.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Here comes the field goal unit. He'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. The field goal is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Here comes the Heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. Keeps it himself and gets the first. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
All right, that's when the offensive line has got to be able to communicate and pick up. When that inside linebacker comes running through the A gap or the B gap, those O-linemen, they've got to work together, and they've got to pass guys off to one another to make sure they pick him up. They didn't do it that time.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He holds it in, and nobody's close. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. The Raging Cajuns will snap it on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And they'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Finds his man down the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Cowboys are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the right. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
Punt is on its way. Hauls it in at the 40. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Used the play fake, now to throw. On the run, deep down the right side. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Pulls it in. It's Paul.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's 4. And that one worked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires left. It's complete. And game tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down. Now on 1st down from the 30. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Wide open downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on. 46. The Cowboys will hustle to the line.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Wants to keep it in the air. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Finds his man. It's Ford. Turning it on. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
And the Raging Cajuns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Daniels. Got the quick pass. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Got a man. It's Summers. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught close to the marker. It's Paul. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. The Raging Cajuns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Coates. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Find some fresh air. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed down at the 18, and they're in business.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Moving out of the pocket. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Nestled just inside that right upright. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Lafayette.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Out of bounds at the 42-yard line, and that was almost much bigger. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Oh, he wants it all. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
And these balls thrown way down the field. This is a lot of times when you see those pass interference or receivers adjusting to the ball and DBs not. This time you can tell the defender did a great job understanding where the ball was going, got his hand on it, made sure the receiver couldn't make the play.
This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
A strike downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Ford. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
The defense was on to something there. They were sensing screen might be coming up. D-line did a great job staying home, getting close to the running back and tackling him for no gain.
Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Louisiana has it back in the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Hard running there. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, defensively you start thinking more guys in the box. More big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
The short hands. It's Summers. Found the seam on the left. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cajuns. They take the lead with the 6.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
He finds the end zone for the 2, and now the lead is 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Jolly. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And some room to work. Plows through the defense. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Rides the back on the option to give. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. made the grab and took it on in for the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Running to the left. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Off the play fake. Looking to scramble. Throws for the tight end. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
I'll tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Motion from the wide receiver. A 1st down run on the doorstep. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that 2nd down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up.
Trying to rumble in. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
I love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The give to the left. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only 1 play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So that they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. And the Raging Cajuns have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Quickly complete. There he goes. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Raging Cajuns, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. Excellent pass by the back on the option. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Off the play fake on first down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. And the Cowboys decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Looking for a crease to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Dropping back, it's Daniels. On the run, still looking. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Raging Cajuns send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. First and 10 from their own 17. Now they'll run the draw. Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Third down play from the gun. Works the middle of the field. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Cowboys will punt this one away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Hands it off. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll run play action. Now improvising. He'll pull it down. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Raging Cajuns will have it 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. And the Raging Cajuns back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Power football with the run. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the 4th. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Here we go.
Leaves it with the back. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Touchdown, Louisiana! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Love the play call. Love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
Bringing it out. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. His drive will open from the 15. To the air on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Lopez. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. And he's just going to spike it.
QB slice it. No gain on the play.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to throw on 1st down. Sets up the screen. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the Brain Trust will go to work. Caught near the sticks, it's Lopez. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike. Trailing by a touchdown, this fourth down opportunity is gargantuan. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Time to take a shot. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Quarterback takes a knee, and they'll start this new season with a victory. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball.